Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. We've been talking about the success behind the Broward and Beyond Business Conference, but not just so businesses can conduct business in Broward County, but also internationally.
Hundreds of people pouring into the Signature Grand in Davie, Florida for the Broward and Beyond Business Conference. It was sponsored by the Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development with one mission in mind: helping to build businesses.
Everything we buy under 250,000, if I have at least two small businesses, small get the bid against small. Don't worry about the big boys. And let's talk about the major opportunities. Yep, we're expanding the convention center. We're building a brand new 800-room, 4-diamond Omni hotel. That's $1 billion project. But did you know that 25% at least of that billion will go to my small businesses? Yes.
I'm Bob Gleason. I'm the Director of Purchasing for Broward County, and today's the day where I get to connect with everybody who has something to sell: goods, services, commodities, products. And we buy things. So we connect the people who buy things with the people who sell things here in the county. And everybody around me here today is somebody that I would like to make contact with and establish some business relationship with. If not for today, then perhaps for the future.
And so what part of the book do you guys manage?
We seem to be still, as much as we've been doing this for a long time, the best kept secret in Broward County. It's always amazing to me, out of our 80-some thousand businesses in Broward, that have never heard of our office. And we offer such a wide range of resources and free resources and trainings and workshops to get businesses to start, to get them in, start up, and to get them increasing their capacity, to figure out ways to grow their business, not only just in public procurement, but private sector as well.
One of the driving forces behind the conference, getting business owners to become certified vendors for the county.
Everybody here has the opportunity, which they don't always have, to have the certifiers in one place, as well as the people who review the applications. We want the county to prosper, so if the county is buying goods and services, it makes sense that we're able to buy it from companies that are located right here in Broward County. So it's one-stop shopping, and it's a double bite at the apple for those certified firms, because when we put a goal on a project, then if you're not doing it yourself as a primary vendor, you're a subcontractor, then this prime is actively looking for firms that are certified. They need you in order to meet that goal, so it gives you that extra edge, that opportunity, and that's the benefit, really, of getting certified.
The Broward and Beyond Business Conference, which is free to attend, providing an elegant platform for businesses to build relationships. From the inspirational keynote speaker to subject matter experts, this sold-out crowd leaving the Broward and Beyond Business Conference with hands-on resources to help build their businesses.
So because I'm a Broward County resident and also a business owner in Broward County, I wanted to learn about different opportunities for funding and also contracts that are available, and network with those that are providing services for businesses in South Florida.
The Office of Economic and Small Business Development is thrilled with the outcome of our 2023 Broward and Beyond Business Conference. We had over 800 businesses, entrepreneurs, and community partners that came to the Signature Grand to really celebrate all the resources that we have. We had agencies from the federal government, the state government, local government. We were connecting small businesses to opportunities, to contracting opportunities, to funding opportunities. So we're thrilled with the outcome of the conference, and we would like to invite everybody to join us next year at the 2024 Broward and Beyond Business Conference. We're going to be at the Broward County Convention Center on May 3rd. So May 3rd, 2024, hope to see you at the Broward County Convention Center.
And joining me now to talk more about FITCE is Paula Isaac. She is an economic development specialist on international trade, and she is with the Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development. Hello, thank you for joining me, Paula. Tell us about FITCE.
Good day. It's such a pleasure being here, and we're very excited about FITCE. FITCE stands for the Florida International Trade and Cultural Expo. This is actually the largest international trade event organized by a government entity in the state of Florida. It's our 8th year that the county has been organizing this event, and we're super excited. You know why? Because we're bringing the world here. We're bringing 60 countries right into our backyard. People don't have to travel to these countries. We're bringing delegation, high level governments, and it's a great opportunity to do business. I look forward to telling you more about it.
So, what can we expect?
Okay, so basically, no matter if you're a small business, you're an entrepreneur, or you're a medium or large business, this event is for you. Why? Because not only, as we go through difficult times, with the pandemic, the crisis, we need to look at other international markets. So I know it can be intimidating, but the objective of this conference is to enable companies to be empowered to sell to other markets around the world. So we're going to be giving workshops on how to export, how to import. We're going to have all the tools for the companies, trade grants. There's going to be, for example, on the import panel, we'll have the U.S. Customs there, the regulatory agencies that can explain, what are the hurdles? How can we make it easier for you to export and import? Then, in addition to that, as I was mentioning before, we're bringing 60 countries. So we'll have official representations from government, from different countries around the world, which are listed on our website, and companies will be able to interact with them and maybe meet potential buyers and or sellers if they're looking to buy from them. So this is what this conference is about, to really open the world to our local businesses.
So, what are the benefits for a business to be a part of this, especially one that in their mind, they're like, I don't know how I could benefit or if I can even do international trade. How do I qualify or am I qualified?
Well, this is why we're precisely why we're doing this event, because you might be a small business or even an entrepreneur. You haven't started your business yet, and you're just curious. You want to know, am I, like you just said, do I qualify to export? So by coming to this conference, you get all the educational panels to let you determine if you're export ready. When you're ready to export, we call you export ready. And that's what we're trying to do, to get more companies to export. Because I don't know if you knew this, but less than 1% of businesses in the US export. This number is really staggering. And that's why not only the local governments, but the federal governments, we want to try to get more companies to look abroad and see, maybe in another market, you won't have that much competition as there is in the US. Or maybe things are not going well, but in another market, the economy is doing better and then you can sell more. So it can be intimidating, but we're trying to remove that fear factor by giving the proper education, the proper tools, and also, it's expensive to travel to all these 60 countries. So we're just bringing them right here, our contacts from all over the world, so that our local businesses can meet with them.
And you bring that up that you're bringing the businesses here, but thanks to COVID, if you will, the fact that we've opened virtual communication is also a plus. Now we can talk like this and actually have business and business partnerships virtually. And so when you're thinking internationally, think, hey, I can be international because of the virtual world that we now live in. So, is there a type of business that should consider FITCE the most?
Okay, that's a very good question, because this event is multi-sectorial. So it doesn't matter what type of businesses you're in. You never know when you can meet a synergy. So you can maybe meet a government agency from the Bahamas or St. Lucia, and they say, you know what, we need this and this product, we need this services, and then so it doesn't matter. We can't really say, this product will sell more than another product or service. This is really to open the opportunity to any type of sectors, and not just products. Services are very valued in other countries. Like I went to Panama, and there they need training. They need HR services to get the customer service trained. So you would be surprised. So this is really an exploratory event where you can go and find out what can you sell in other markets. And if you're not ready to sell, we want to make you export ready.
And that's interesting. You say something as simple as HR, right? And you would think, well, they have HR in every country, but maybe not at the same operating level. And so you might be able to offer accounting services. You might be able to offer, I know marketing, I will be there. I'm already registered, media marketing because it is the same in every country, every state. I don't care where you are. The news is pretty much operating the same everywhere. And that's a benefit for me, but for people to connect with the media, it's still the same. And I know that why you say, why do you say that? Because when I turn on the news in different stations and different countries and different states, it's the same lineup. It's the same types of stories. And so I already know what they're covering. So, it's the same reason, but that's my job is to introduce businesses and to help them understand how to use or benefit from the media as well. So the other thing is, so how can businesses get ready ahead of time? And I know you have some business opportunities for them.
Yes, so there's different ways to participate at the conference. That's how I would say to get ready. This is a free conference for general admission. And what does general admission include? You can attend all the sessions, even the nightly activities and the grand openings, which are always amazing because we invite special guests and special surprises. And as well, you can navigate through the World Expo and meet all the exhibitors. Now, if you're a company that want to get extra exposure, we have exhibitors packages. So the exhibitors packages are twofold. There's the local exhibitor package and the international one. For the local, this is really meant for local businesses that want to promote their products and service. They can even sell pretty much any product, except we have certain regulation on food products, which is on our website. But pretty much companies can come and sell their product or meet distributors or meet potential business partners. And the local exhibitor package is $200 and it gives you a table for the 2 days to be in the World Expo. In addition to that, there's an international package, but that's really for companies that are flying in. They have to show us a plane ticket. They're flying from a different country, or maybe they're a consulate or a government agency here from a foreign country. Then we'll provide the table at no cost because we understand they have to pay their travel expenses. Then, in addition to that, if you want even more visibility or even some speaking opportunities, then we have sponsorship packages tailored for that. But nevertheless, whichever way you decide to participate at FITCE, you will benefit tremendously.
What is your favorite part about FITCE? What do you look forward to?
What I like about FITCE is one thing that I try to teach companies. Doing business around the world, it's all about relationships and friendships. A little bit similar like here in the United States, but even more so in other countries. So every year it's like a reunion. You might meet somebody on year one, and then in year one you build a relationship. In year two, you're doing business with them. So building relationship, that's what we're trying, the underlying message throughout FITCE. Relationships and worldwide collaborations. That's another thing. And I want to emphasize that it's not only about business. Culture is important. It's important to understand the culture of different countries if you want to do business with other countries. That's why we integrate a cultural element where companies can learn and be sensitive to other cultures around the world. And that will even open more opportunities to do business with those countries.
And you talk about the people that you're going to meet. I mean, you've got so many different types. I just grabbed a few photos really off your website. This is from Brazil. Well, this right here is Sandy Michael McDonald. He is the director of the Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development. But you've got people from a room full of people. Like you said, there's just hundreds of people ready to do business. He is from Iceland. You've got Iceland in the background. I mean, how often do you talk to people from Iceland? I don't do that very often. It just doesn't happen. But, you're going to
From
have the
Dubai.
culture. Right. Dubai,
Yes.
right? Thank you, because I wasn't really sure. But, you're going to see so much culture when you go. Find out who is doing business with South Florida. You won't know unless you go. There was something I learned even going to the Broward and Beyond Business Conference, which is when you go to a conference like that, or any conference for that matter, if you don't walk away with new information, valuable information, then you've wasted your time. But I just left with my arms full, and I expect that that's going to happen again here at FITCE.
Oh, you learn so many surprising things. about countries doing business there. And it's interesting to learn about their culture as well. Here in the picture, we see the former presidents from Latin America. So we have very high level governments coming. Last year, we had the vice president of Honduras that came. We have former presidents here. The one in the middle is the former president of Uruguay. His son is actually the president right now in Uruguay.
Wow. Dang.
Imagine like interfacing with these people, and they say, you know what, we're doing a new project in our country. We're building a new port. We're doing this and that. And you never know how you might get engaged into a new world of opportunities. So this is what the event is all about. And, since it's free and you don't have to take a plane to travel to Uruguay, let's say, then take that advantage and come for these 2 days. Or if you can't come 2 days, you can even come one day. But definitely, there's going to be lots to offer at the event.
So when people leave FITCE, what do you want them to gather from it the most? I mean, what is it that when they leave, what do you want them to understand about not only FITCE, but just your office, the Office of Economic and Small Business Development?
I want them to leave and say, wow, there's a whole world out there, in terms of the countries, like I mentioned before, you're going to learn new things about different countries. We just saw Iceland earlier. I don't myself don't know enough about Iceland and would like to learn more, what opportunities are in Iceland. But at the same time, you're right, the resources and tools. So not only our office, we're going to showcase everything that our office has to offer in terms of programs, grants, services, and these are all your taxpayers' money. So companies do need to know about them so they can take advantage of these programs. But we also invite our partners like Department of Commerce, the state of Florida has programs. We have export financing programs. So those are all partners like SBA, SBDC. Like I mentioned before, U.S. Customs will be there. The FDA will be there. Imagine your company in the healthcare field and you always wanted to ask something to the FDA, but you never get a hold of them on the phone. They're going to be at the event and you can ask directly a question to an FDA agent. So that's another benefit of being there as well.
Now, I know you had mentioned to me privately about the USDA possibly being there. Let me tell you what, the USDA is so amazing. You have no ideas how many, so much opportunity is in the USDA and agriculture. I've come across the agricultural field because of retreats that I have been going on, these entrepreneurship retreats for the youth. They're introducing the youth to the field. But wow, I was like, I cannot believe how many, and that really was an eye opener for me, which really made me excited about FITCE because I was like, well, if I don't know what's happening in this field, well, what's happening in other places? And, I like to learn, you know.
I I could agree with you because I just want to say, like, one year we had not only the SDA, but the Florida Department of Agriculture. And I was so surprised to learn how many services they have that are no cost, that are available to us. Maybe you need a certificate, a certain certificate to show the authenticity of your products, or maybe you need help exporting. They also have export programs. So it's we're going to invite them again. And you're right, it's surprising to see how many resources out there that we're not taking advantage of.
And they're going high tech. They're high tech now. I mean, they have tractors with air conditioners in them. It really is high tech from so many different angles, and they need engineers, stuff that you wouldn't even expect anymore, but also people who know how to create apps. So the farmers, they need a marketplace, a communication thing. So these are things that you might not think about until you go, you won't know. What else? What about certifications? Now, that was a big thing at the Broward and Beyond Business Conference. Should we get certified, and how does it help us if I'm a business that is certified with Broward County?
Okay. Well, in the world of exporting, because that's really my expertise, you don't have to be certified with the county or federally. But the benefits of being certified is if you want to sell your products and services to the county, if you're doing the local programs, or federally, we have a program called the DBE and ACDB, which is tied with Department of Transportation. So those programs have their different requirements in terms of how long you have to be operating in the county actively and the size of your business. And in case of DB and ACDB are more towards minority business owned businesses. But definitely the certifications, which are going to be presented as well at the event, even though it's not the focus for that event. BBB is more the conference where we cover all these programs. We're still going to cover them at FITCE, and we're going to encourage companies to get certified because if you're looking to sell to us, I mean, Broward County has Port Everglades, the airport, so many departments, animal care. You would be surprised how many products and services that the county purchases. And if you're simply a vendor, you're in a pool of so many vendors out there. But if you become certified, you can be ahead of the curve, let's say, and also there could be some sheltered projects that are reserved for certified firms. So definitely certification is encouraged, but it's not necessary to be certified to do international business or to engage with our international exporting programs.
But would you say that some of the international companies that come here, do they look at those certified companies because they already know you've done business with them or may have done business
Yeah,
with them?
it's a very good strategy that you bring here because if an international companies come here and does a joint venture or partners that they have complementary expertise to help, let's say, finish building our new convention center or another big project, then that could be a strategic strategy for businesses to partner with our certified firm. So definitely we encourage that for new businesses looking to come here. They always ask about what opportunities there are with Broward County government, and we encourage them to also open an office here, create jobs for our local population, and hire the local. Because basically, these programs, certification programs, are really to assist local businesses to grow. So we encourage them to come here, open an office, hire people, and we can help you do that. And then, once you reach the requirements, we can also help you get certified.
Well, that just opened up all kinds of doors. I'm like, oh, well, there's real estate agents. You should be there. Be there to tell them that, we've got some great property to show you. Just that alone, if unless you go again, you don't know. Um, One of the things that, gosh, it was like right there. I had it on the tip of my tongue. And oh, I know what it was. One of the groups I'm a part of, it's called the ICABA World Network, and it's a business, group of professionals. And we have been talking about FITCE as a group for a while. So if we come in groups, if you come, you're a part of a business, whether it's online or a business group that you're a part of, maybe you will be able to collaborate, with internationally and come as a
And
group.
yeah, we talked to your organization, and they're looking to come and see how we can cross collaborate. I call it where bring your group to the event, and how can we cross promote each other. So there's always a win-win strategy. And I'm glad you also mentioned services like real estate, accounting firms, immigration firms. There's also an event to be because all these companies coming here, they're going to look for these services. So whether it be a group, even a chamber. Today I was talking to the European Chamber, and they're looking to come and they can give access to projects in Europe. So, I think it's really, I know it sounds strange to say, but this is for everybody. The only thing is, it's not a family event. This is really a business event. So I know the event wants to offer culture and everything we can to the community, but it would not be an event to bring your kids. But it is an event, though, where you can do business, and even if you don't have a business right now, whether you're working at a company or you want to open your business in the future, you can come and learn so much. And in our office, we also have entrepreneurship programs, which we're going to be promoting at the event. So don't feel intimidated. Come and check out the event. There's something for everybody, like I said. And you come out of there and really everybody I talked to that came out of there, they at least learned something or met an interesting contact from another country, and maybe you'll meet somebody, and then who knows, you also travel to that country in the future.
Right? That's always a plus. So how can people reach you? Where's the best place to go to find out information on FITCE?
So the best place is on our website, which is listed in below, FITCEexpo.com. So as you know, FITCE is all the first letter of Florida International Trade and Cultural Expo, but it ends with an E, and the word expo starts with an E. So we couldn't put two E's. So we put FITC, the word expo.com. But I see that you have it listed as well below the screen here in pink. So that's our website, and that's the best place to go. To register as general admission, which is free, that's on top of the page. You can scroll down, you can see participating countries from last year. We're going to update the new countries shortly. And you can also see the exhibitors packages, the sponsorship packages. And if anybody's traveling from another state or country, there's even travel offers. We'll have our official hotel, the Hilton Marina, which is the closest to the convention center, is offering a discounted rate. And our official airline this year is Air Canada. So we're getting discounts with Air Canada as well.
Wonderful. And they also, on the ticker below, there's also an email. So if you have questions, go ahead and email Paula. And as well, if you have comments, you can put your questions in the comments. I'll make sure that she gets them and, get somebody to answer that question for you. Paula, thank you so much for joining us, letting us know, get to FITCE, get registered, because it does what? Sell out.
It's true. It's true. Now we already sold out the early bird packages for the exhibitor table. So speaking of getting sell out, but we still have some exhibitor tables available, and we're super excited. We hope everybody will attend, and not only do business. We're going to have a great time because there's going to be. Last year I had a group that performed from South Africa, all the way from South Africa. So people are traveling like 20 hours just to come and see us. So we need to be there and do business, but at the same time meet new friends and enjoy this event.
All right. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just thrilled. Can't wait to go. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you so much for having me today. Have a wonderful day.